Hey guys, welcome to today's Everything Digital, the show where we bring you everything cool, everything hip, and yes, that's right, everything that's digital in your world today. And as always, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Faith, History, and Style, and I will be your digital guide on this series. Now, today I want to talk about something that is so dear to all our hearts. It's causing traffic, it's causing stress, and it's causing a lot of trekking in Lagos. It's the Okadaban, hashtag Okadaban, honey. And let me tell you something. From February 1st of 2020, Okadas, kekes were just banned on all the major roads in Lagos. And this has just been causing so much traffic. And there's been a lot of reactions online. We went to Twitter. People have been wilding out, complaining, that the government think this through. It's causing more traffic. People are just complaining. And this tweet actually caught my attention, right? So, we all knew about it. We've all been going through it, and it's been slowing us down in so many different ways in Lagos, right? But then this particular tweet caught my attention when I went on Twitter, and it went like this. It says, so the guys at Staffbus NG need about 7 more people to get to put a bus on the Admiralty/Yaba route evening trip at a weekly fee of 2,500 naira and a monthly fee of 10,000 naira. If you're interested, please DM. At least if we're going to be in traffic, let's be in AC comfortable bus. And I thought, hey, my investigative eyes was like, Staffbus NG, what's that? So of course, immediately I sent it to Supreme. Supreme. And, I'm like, Supreme, what's up? Staffbus, new startup. What are we doing? They should be on the show. And so, come to find out that the co-founder of Staffbus, which is a startup, that is dealing with ride hailing in a really new way, which is ride sharing, ride hailing. Anyway, it's all the same. It's all not joined. Is right here with us today. So he's my special guest, and I've asked him to come and talk to us about the Okadaban, what Staffbus is doing. I want to find out more about him because guess what? He came into the studio and he's like, hey, Faith, we were on before. I said, how, when, how many years? He's like, yeah, like 3 years ago. He was founded another brand. So talk to us. Shalakbe, yeah, you go. Come on. Say what's up. Say what's up to us. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you so much, Faith, for having me. It's a pleasure being here again.
So the first time you were here, you came as...
Yeah, I came as the co-founder and CEO of a tech startup called ProTeach.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you have started another one again.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. Serial entrepreneurship. Very soon you start another one again. Hopefully. So I love it. I love that fact that you came back and that you started something new. And, we're going to get into like why you started it and all that. But first of all, let's get into the conversation. And it's going to go something like this. What do you personally think about the Okadaban? Are you happy about it because of Staffbus? Or are you like, okay, you know what? It's not really working for people, but thank God we have a product that can solve their problems. Like, how do you feel personally?
Yeah. We get a lot of that all the time. Like, people think that the Okadaban has in a way blew up what Staffbus is really doing in the market. But for me personally, I think it's a welcome development, and it's also an unwelcome development in the sense that you take a look at the transportation challenges we have in a city like Lagos, which is obviously one of the most populated cities in the world, right?
That's right. 22 million and counting.
So you have the fact where it is an unavoidable evil because the alternatives are not around. If for
literally no alternative roads.
Yeah, so if
it's like going, the alternative, like hello.
So if you have other alternative means of transportation that can cover up for
for what's lacking,
for what is lacking, and to be truthful, I use Okada all the time to be able to get to some places on time.
Right? So that's why you're saying, like, on a level, it's not convenient.
It's not convenient. On another level, it's also welcome
needed so that the city can grow
and all the things like that. So that Okada is really not the ideal kind of transport this thing. But at the same time, that's what we had to resort to be able to get
to
things
move around,
going,
to literally move.
So the ban has affected us in several ways. You know, aside from the fact that we have a business that is coming in as a stopgap to
solve that.
to solve those problems.
So as an entrepreneur, talking about your business that is a stopgap, how have you had to make adjustments? Because you were running your business before the Okadaban anyway.
Yeah.
How long was Staffbus around?
So Staffbus have been practically around for like 3 years now.
Okay.
2 years now,
All right.
actively, right? But you know, the adoption was a bit slow. You know,
And now the adoption is
no, people were a bit skeptical about you know, the idea of carpooling.
right. Like,
The
what
idea
if I
of
want to
this
come down? What if I don't want
you
to go
know,
tomorrow?
What if exactly? Those are the problems that we are solving now. Fixed routes that you need to get down here, then take a walk to your office. But of course, you get to work early. Right. So it's a cultural thing amongst Nigerians that no, I have to drop at my office. I have to. So those are the things that we have been battling with. For me personally,
Trekking.
Trekking. Yeah. So trekking has become part of what I do now because you won't be able to find those kekes and the Okadas on time. So you just have to do the thing you have to do.
I grew up trekking, so you know it's not nothing new to us.
Yeah, but it's a totally different world now. Everybody just wants to get things done as quick as possible.
Sharp.
Yeah.
I grew up trekking. I'm like, I'm going to let me go to see my friends. When I leave the house at 2. By the time I trek, you know, like
you'll be able to figure out when you get to where you want to get to.
Right, then you get a bus. But there was trekking. Trekking was there.
The wellness and
no, I was very, very slender, very fit.
Angle to walking.
Physically fit is what we're going for here. Yeah, but I mean, not too much in the sun though, you know. Anyways, let's not go into that place right now. Trekking is where we are. And as an entrepreneur, you've had to make adjustments. What kind of adjustments again?
So basically, part of what I do now is I practically hack my way around moving in Lagos.
Okay.
Right.
Can you share some of those hacks with us?
So there are times that I don't even plan to go to some places like on the island in the morning.
Right.
I like to work from home.
So you're doing more remote work.
More remote work. We also encourage people who work with us to do more remote work. And
don't tell that to my staff. Please don't. In fact, are they listening right now?
So
kick them out. Tell them to go. Leave.
So this have been a lot of changes that we've been able to make, because you also take a look at the fact that a lot of private cars are now getting on the road now. So there's a lot of traffic congestion.
There's actually more traffic.
And so it doesn't really make any sense. The productivity level is low. For a place like this.
Okay, so the hack is basically work from home whenever you can, if possible. If your place of employment allows you, which we are working on it, so people should not judge. We know they are listening. All right, you know who I'm talking to, my team. And okay, so what would in your mind would be a lasting solution?
So basically, there are a lot of things that we need to do, a lot of work that we need to do to solve the problems of
alternate roads, for instance, construction,
alternate roads,
right?
Expand the roads a little more larger. Then
Texas style, baby.
Then we also
5 lanes.
Exactly. So we also need to look at the possibility of exploring the options of other means of transportation. I think Lagos State have started doing something around the waterways.
Oh, water? Yes, yeah. So, I hear there's the Aja. You know,
Ikorodu, Ikoyi,
yeah,
and all that. Then on the other hand, too, they should also give companies who are trying to innovatively solve this problem the ability to, you know, flourish and thrive.
Right.
So there has to be a lot in relaxing some of the
tax,
you know,
instead of increasing the increase.
Not really the taxes. The taxes.
But so you're talking about like
and
the
all,
regulations,
all the things like that. So
you're
really
talking more regulations. What about funding? Some type of funding.
Yeah. So the government too has a role to play. But of course, we wouldn't necessarily ask the government to fund companies, but private companies, but they can create that atmosphere for those companies to thrive.
Okay, and then what do you think about the regulation on Uber by the Lagos State government?
Well, I don't really have a lot of understanding around what they're doing there. But I think personally, as a company, you have to be law abiding. But at the same time, like I rightly said before now, that the government should be able to relax all these regulatory measures that would allow all these innovative ideas around solving. Of course, they're solving a problem, you know, which is very, very important to the government of Lagos State too as well. So they should look at it on the angle of, one, a lot of unemployed people are getting jobs just by picking up a car, and they're feeding their families, they are feeding into the economy with paying taxes and
helping people, providing services, for the populace.
So the only thing the government can do around that is to, relax those regulatory measures and let these people be able to thrive and grow in society.
And grow. Okay, so those are your thoughts. Yes. Okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, you're a very nice guy. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to hear some truths from you, like stuff from your heart. So dig deep. Be ready. Open your heart to me. Sholakwe, open your hearts to me.
No
okay. Guys, this is not a dating show. This is eDigital Africa. My name is Faith History. We'll be right back. And we're back, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. This is Everything Digital Show, and it's hosted by your girl, Faith History. And I'm here in the studio with Sholakwe, who's going to open up his heart to me for the truth serum. Tell us the truth. All right, first question. Dun, 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 dun. What's the longest time that you have spent in Lagos traffic?
Wow. I want to think about that because I've had several locations that are practically.
Could you have reached Ibadan and come back
of
and
course,
gone again?
Of course. Numerous times.
For real?
Yeah.
Like, so that's what, like 3 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours, 3 hours. A daily commute at times and get to about.
But what's the longest where you were just like, no, not again. I'm moving to Canada.
I think 3 hours has been the highest. So
3 hours? Yeah, okay, not bad. Not enough to move to Canada, even though the mayor is around. Listen, mayor of Canada is around, so they're sharing visa.
Is he going to be giving us free entry?
I don't know.
So why is he coming to?
We don't know.
See us.
We just know that people are. They say he's giving permits and visas. Oh, he's the prime minister, not the mayor.
I think it's the mayor. You're right.
I thought he was the mayor, but okay, prime minister. He's the mayor. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Is he sending us? No. Did he call me? No. Did he call you?
No.
Sholakwe? No. So let's move on. It was just an aside.
Yeah.
Have you ever lied using Lagos traffic?
Of course.
All the time?
Yeah, of course. So you are running late and, you just think of the best thing to say and you're like, this traffic, there's plenty traffic on the way.
All the time, right? We all do it. I've lied. In fact, I lied to before I got it late today. I said, I'm running late. It's the traffic. Poor traffic, man. Sometimes traffic could just become like a transformer.
It's a serious one.
Could just gather all the cars together. Wouldn't that be cool?
Do you remember the traffic last year, December? Towards the end of the year.
When people came back.
Yeah, when
it was the year of return.
Yeah.
Return back to your home country.
You're just getting stuck on a daily basis and you almost took life out of everyone.
Yeah, it did. And the thing that saved us actually was just Dirty December, that hashtag. Like whenever you just thought this traffic is getting too much, you just think, but it's not too bad because it's Dirty December.
And at that time, people were calling for the head of the governor and like he's the cause of the problem. And
meanwhile, it's not the cause.
Then I think there was bad roads too.
There were bad roads, but the roads did not become bad in December. They were bad roads the whole year. I mean, for years.
They got fixed on time. The promise were fulfilled.
Are you voting for the? Are you?
No, I'm just saying that we had those changes being done.
Right, as they were, yeah. No, I mean, in some places, I beg to differ.
So
I was just moving at night. That's what I was doing. I was waiting for people to move during the day. I was like a vampire moving at night. Nocturnal movements. Walk, let's do that meeting from 9 p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. We're going to do that meeting. What is that? Oh, no, 2 a.m. Let's do it. So 2 a.m. Let's meet.
That's your own hack.
That was my hack. That was my dirty December hack. Sleep during the day. Work at night, honey. And it was a very nice one.
Yeah.
Final question for you.
Yeah.
Since your heart is open, what's your guilty pleasure? Something that you do that nobody knows. Nobody. Except today you're going to confess. Confess.
So
Free as soul.
I think one of the things I do that nobody knows is I stalk people online.
You stalk people online?
No, not like stalk. Like you go on their social media pages and see what's going on in their lives. You know?
I think they all kind of do that.
You know,
and you enjoy it, Abby.
I really
like,
enjoy it.
now I know you had a baby.
Right, you enjoy it. So that way, I can actually figure out what's actually going in some people's life. Like, is it an exciting life?
Right. Is it a boring life? But you do know social media is carefully curated.
Yeah,
by
I know.
All right.
Exactly.
So
you can even tell if
when it's curated
is carefully curating those content in a way that you just want to give us a show.
Yes,
this is what is going on.
That is it.
So
it could be sweeping. Today I'm sweeping.
So,
tomorrow I'm building a cake.
So that's one.
Not baking a cake, building a cake. Tomorrow I'm in Paris having lunch at the some fancy restaurant.
You're taking all those nice photos.
Thank you. And then you're peppering the rest of us. You're like, okay. So you like to watch those types of things. So you're one of those people that won't just go click like or drop a comment.
I hardly even like post on.
I hate you. Leave the show now. I'm chasing you. Let him go.
Well, I know what's going on.
Yeah, because you know what's going on and you're not interacting back. You gotta give some of that energy back. Talk to people.
That's one of my guilty.
That's one of your guilty pleasures. Okay, fair enough. You shared with us. We enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Now there's a spotlight that's coming onto you. Okay. I want to find out more about you. I want to find out about Staffbus because it's your new baby. Yeah. But more than that, I want to find out what makes you tick. Like, what is this thing that keeps driving you that you're like, you know what, I already have an ed tech startup and I want to go into transportation. Is there a secret book that you're reading that the rest of us don't know about? Can you share?
Well, part of the things that drives me to do most of the things that I do is by watching the lives of people that I count as my role model.
Like who? Drop one.
So I particularly like the way Elon Musk does his things, and I follow a bit of other people.
He's not a human being, right? He's an alien.
He's a superhuman.
He's an alien. It's been confessed. He's not from this planet.
Yeah. So we used to have discussion that you probably would not be able to replicate the things that he has done if you're a Nigerian or you stay in Nigeria because of the systems.
Right, because of the limitations.
Yeah, the limitation and the system that surrounds us as a people.
And you're trying to break that.
But really, I personally think that there's still going to be some semblance of the things that he's been able to achieve if we can focus our energy around his journey and take a look. So I've particularly studied how he started and all those things, and it's been one of the driving forces for me to achieve, to do things. So I started my first startup, and EdTech wasn't that exciting. The upside is really great, but building it is really
stretch work.
Strenuous, and you need to put a lot of effort into it, which we did actually. But with Staffbus, it's different in the sense that I met the founder of Staffbus, who is my friend, about 3 years ago. We were working together in the same community, and I really love what he was doing, and I was consulting with him. Like, he has this problem, he comes to me and says, how can we figure these things out? And we started doing that. On the side, I wasn't involved, but I knew everything about the business and all that. Then he traveled last year. He got into some competition. They went to Germany. They were meeting,
like one of those accelerators, incubators.
Not like accelerator, but it was more like a business exposure thing.
Okay.
So he was in Germany. He was meeting auto manufacturers. He was meeting VCs and all that.
Nice.
And part of the things they told him was he should actually get focused on, pushing the stuff in Nigeria because the market is there actually. Right. So he came back and we sat down together and said, well, that's eventually what we're going to be doing.
Right.
In January, we're launching the buses real time. If you want to get on the bus, you get on the bus.
Get on the bus.
And and that's it. And that's how we started.
So that's how you started. So now you said you started out consulting with him.
Yeah.
And what's your daily role now as a co-founder? Like, what is a typical day of a co-founder look like?
Typically, I'm more the operations guy, and also I chip in other things as well.
All right. So bus breaks down. Lasisi did not show up.
Yeah,
I don't know why the driver's name is Lasisi, but I just gave it a name. Please don't be angry.
Yeah, definitely. So we've been blessed to have a lot of other talented people working with us. So we've been able to put a lot of that pressure of us as the leading team and focus more on how we're going to grow, how we're going to scale, and what we're going to do in terms of building a product.
Got it.
So that's how far we've gone so far in Staffbus.
All right. So that's you, pretty much.
Yeah.
You, this guy who's driven by, Elon Musk, and you making things happen, building brands one brand at a time.
We hope so.
Solving Nigeria's problems. I love it. I think that's admirable. Yeah, great. You're one of my favorite people. Anybody that's solving a problem in Nigeria, instead of just complaining and running away with my American accent. I like you. Okay, so here's a plug section, all right? We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, I want you to give me a plug on something. It could be an app. It could be a song. It could be like, a really cool website, a reading tool, something that you feel that will benefit people because it's benefiting you and you want to share it. You want to share the love. All right, guys, you're listening to Everything Digital. My name is Faith History, and I'm here with Mr. Sholakwe Abiola of Staffbus NG. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back, guys. I'm over here, still here, gisting with Mr. Sholakwe Abiola of Staffbus. Okay, Sholakwe, before we went on break, you were going to share some tips with us.
Yeah, so
a plug.
My plug would have to be more like a blog that I stumbled upon late last year. And
do you know that there is a blog called? I think it's a tool, a blog called Stumble Upon. You know that? Did you know that? You know that, right? It's so cool. It's just called Stumble Upon, and then it brings you all these articles. So you stumbled upon, not using Stumble Upon, but you actually stumbled upon.
Yeah, I stumbled upon it. And it's more about talking about economics, digital economy, and things related to entrepreneurship.
Nice.
And it's by this guy called Scott Galloway.
Okay.
And it's so fantastic. It simplifies your knowledge of economics, building digital businesses, and entrepreneurship in the layman's language.
I like it.
You'll be able to. So the blog is called No Mercy, No Malice.
No Mercy, No Malice. You can see me like I'm typing it down. No Mercy, No Malice.
It's fantastic. It's just a short blog post, and you read it, and
he breaks it down.
He breaks it down. Like I've never seen anybody do breaking down analysis of things that are related to digital products, entrepreneurship, and economics in that way.
Nice. No Mercy, No Malice.com.
You should check it out.
I will check it out, and you guys should check it out as well, because that's a gift to us from Sholakwe. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to do a quick plug for you guys around something that I use every time, and this is around transportation as well, Google Maps. I know you guys have your tools and things that you guys use, but for me, I'm driving in my car, I'm getting directions.
You put it on.
I just put it on. It works, guys. If you're in Lagos,
it's a lifesaver too.
It is. Don't tell me I don't know how to get there. Did you put it in your Google Maps, honey? And I don't know. We're missing roundabouts. Did you put it in your Google Maps?
I was trying to call you guys before I got here. Where's the place actually? I just said, well, let me see what the
Google Maps says, right?
I put it up on Google Maps and it directed me here.
You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't need to call Supreme to say.
Now, this is my question to you. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to say is that Google Maps, right? Your own Google Maps. Is it that voice, that lady's voice that's speaking English, express? Because I think I can confuse somebody. You say, Lucky Eep Expressway. Lucky Eep Expressway.
And the next minute is the Nigerian voice. So
okay, so you've switched it. You switch it to the Nigerian voice. I
don't know how that works,
but see, this is my problem with the one with the Nigerian voice. And we've had this debate in the car one day. The one with the Nigerian voice, they get people lost. You will not know where you're going again. It's like it doesn't really. It's like you know how Nigerians we give directions in a very funny way.
So.
When you reach that third
maybe because you
light,
think it's a Nigerian voice and it's not an Oyibo voice. You know this.
Maybe something inside me
This
that is
affinity for
rejecting.
Oyibo things.
It could be that. It could very well be that. So I need to restructure my brain and let me know that this voice knows what it's
Because
saying.
when you hear Oyibo speak, you would trust
You'll be like,
Oyibo more
yes, now
than
even
when
though
you hear.
she's saying the wrong thing.
When you hear Nigerians speak, you
Meanwhile,
start doubting us.
no shade though, but Google Maps, they get me lost for inside mainland.
Yeah, well, maybe places that are not well mapped. But,
Okay, all right. So that could, okay. See, you just gave a great reason for that. I just thought I didn't like mainland. Like somehow I'm always lost on the mainland.
Sometimes they just do this roadblock.
Okay, right. So now you got to go around.
And it's not been updated on Google Maps.
There you go.
Just go right into it. Or a one-way and the police
I've ended up in weird streets, man. I'm like, Google Maps, how did you get me here? Let me switch to the Nigeria voice. Maybe it will help me get to where I'm going. Man, I loved having you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
And, keep doing what you're doing. Please share before we go how people can get access to Staffbus and your services.
Yeah, so Staffbus is pretty simple right now. What we're doing is we want to really understand daily commuters' pain point. We want to see where you're going. We want to see how we can drop you off in a place that's comfortable for you to get to work. And so what we did around that is to create a site. It takes your basic details and also gives you a drop down of the stops, fixed routes that we have and the stops.
Okay.
So you can actually choose where you're going to, and it's a pre-booked service.
Okay.
Before you get on the bus, you actually pay for
So
it.
your seat is assured.
So, and the good part about it is there's no surge. So
Right.
if you're taking this certain amount of money from you don't wake up tomorrow and tell you that
There's a
the
surge
fares
for you.
increased.
Right.
There's too much traffic
And
on
there's
the road.
and I made a joke earlier about maybe the bus driver being late. You saying
Our bus drivers they've been trained, they've been verified, they've been vetted too as well.
okay,
And,
so they will not end up in Abeokuta.
yeah. So you also have
Under the Okuta.
So you also have the.
That was a good one. That was a really
So
good
you
one.
also
I'm gonna have to
you
save
also
that
have
one.
the opportunity.
Hold on. Let me save it. Okay, thank you.
So basically, it's the safest means of commuting in Lagos for daily commuters.
Commuters,
People go
okay.
and come back and all that. It's also very, very convenient.
Okay.
Yes, the buses are air conditioned. The drivers are very cautious, and you don't have to do the regular bus haggling, the hassles.
No
of
conductor to slap you
queuing.
or slap the back of your head.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah. So we have
Move.
e-conductors. Even the commuters are the ones who do the conductors.
The commuters.
And, yeah, they keep calling the next guy at the next station, and we're on the way now via messaging
Nice.
platforms. So it's
There's
been
something you could do with that.
yeah, it's been
I like that.
It's been fantastic, and we think that there's every reason for us to grow this bigger,
Right.
because we're solving a real problem.
A
in
real problem,
society.
transportation.
And we hope that very soon we'll be making news and announcements around that.
Awesome. Please, when you're making your news and announcement, because we know what that means. It equals money, sometimes dollars, pounds, euros. Do not forget us.
Don't worry. We'll keep you in mind.
And they always say that. And then we'll be here, they'll be doing superstar. Anyways, thank you again for
you so
coming.
much. Thank you
And,
so much.
you're always a friend of the house. Yeah. Come by anytime, any of your new ventures, anything that you're building. I'm definitely going to go check out nomercynomalice.com. Yeah. And if you're listening, definitely check out Staffbus NG. They can go to your website, which is
staffbus.ng. That's simply that.
Okay, staffbus.ng. Sign up. Get yourself on a bus and stop complaining. Yeah. Okay, so if I want to see another tweet and saying there's no transportation, there are solutions being provided for y'all. Y'all just need to key in and keep listening to the show, because this is what we do every single time. We bring you people who are going digital all across Nigeria, and they explain to us how they're doing it and why they're doing it, which is for us, right? Yeah. Love you guys. We'll catch you same place, same time, and next week. Please do not forget, you want to talk to us directly, you want to share ideas, find out what we're working on, and even contribute to the show. You can do that by joining our WhatsApp group. That is 0813-888-0585. And very soon we'll be sharing messages from our WhatsApp tribe. That's the EDA tribe, baby. Don't say we did not tell you. Oh. Don't say when we become a tribe of a. In fact, anyway, we got millions of people in Nigeria.
This your RAS thing going to the content here as well.
The RAS, the everything.
I'm
switching. Posh to RAS, everything, mix, everything, joy.
Interesting to watch.
I think so. I really do. I think I'm finding my voice. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. We will catch you same place, same time. Let me finish this thing. I have to say goodbye. Goodbye. Toodles. Everything Digital is proudly brought to you by MTN. This is a Faith History production.